Well, hello again, everybody. Today we have a little bit of rain. You can see on my glasses probably, because it is trying to rain a little bit. I guess I could put this up. That's the thing about these Luke Fugit hoodies, you know, they'll keep the rain off of you for a little while till it soaks in. So, what am I doing today? Well, I have built a, well, I guess to show you, I'll just have to kind of turn you around. I'll give you a little hint here first. Okay, so got the lights on the car. You can see. Push A, we got the front one. B is the back, but C, the side. There is a light in the back too. Get over here to the back. So, I can use this remote to turn the lights on and off. And the front. So, let me show you what I've kind of got in mind here. Okay, yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit, of course. We're not getting snow, we're getting rain. But anyway, what I have here, okay, this is a bit box, and I've got actual manual switches on there too. This is like the main power going into it. Let me get up here to show you. Okay, let me pop this thing open. Okay, so what we got a little receiver here, which did not stay hot glued to that board at all. It's okay. But have a small lead acid battery in here. And we got a hot wire running down to this first switch, and so it's completely isolates this battery. Now, even with this switch off, once I have this wire hooked up, we will have power from the car. Right now it's just running off of this battery. And this little receiver has 4 outputs. You know, you can control it with this. And of course I've got 3 of them took up. The 4th one is actually going to be some strobes. I could actually use those at work, so you know. But the idea with this thing is you close the top up, and it is a box that just mounts on top, you know, so it takes up a little bit of room in the rack, but not too bad. But if you unplug it here, which I've got to widen this hole out, I had to change plugs, but I'm going to widen this hole out a little bit to fit this into here. But you can unplug it here, and let me do that. Now, this is unplugged, and with that unplugged, now I am going to have a safety locking mechanism that's going to go, you can see there's a recess in the bottom of the box right here. I'm going to build a thing that can go up inside of there so that you can take a bolt. Let me get it down. I'm going to make it so that I can drill a hole all the way through, about right here. And the reason for the recess in the bottom is so that the handle of the next box can go up into the next one so they can stack them. But I'm going to drill a hole through this, through both sides of that recess, and out the other side, so I can stick a bolt all the way through and have a little hole drilled in it to put a padlock, small padlock, onto, and that way I can kind of lock it to the car. I know if someone wants it bad enough, they are going to probably take the top off and just take whatever out of it, but you know, it might slow somebody down enough to be like, well, it's kind of locked to the car, I'm not going to fool with it. You know, if they open it up and they see that it is just, you know, they might take the battery, but I don't think they're going to want any of this stuff. They would probably rip its guts out though, trying to take it. But anyway, you know how people are. You got to try to prevent theft if you can. That's the best way I can think of to lock it to the car. Now, why would I want it removable, and why would I even want this box up there anyway? Okay, the reason is, aside from the fact that I have a control here that I can do, you know, that stuff with. Now, I have got the box detached completely, and if I turn that on, then I have a very powerful little work light or a flashlight that I can carry with me if I'm camping or something like that. This would be ideal. And I have brought it outside and played with it. This thing lights up. I mean, it's like having a headlight on in your hand or something. So that is what I've got figured out to run my lights. And I don't know if y'all seen a while ago, if you could see that there was also a light over on this side, right there. So all 6 lights are going to be on here, and when you turn everything on, it will illuminate the area around the car completely. Like, I can light up the whole area, and you know, if you're camping or something and you want some light, there you go. Yeah, it's not going to last forever because it's going to be using battery, but at least if you're running that battery down, you're not killing the driving battery. So that was kind of my idea of at first. That's why I wanted a battery separate, but then I thought about the fact that putting it in this box, if I make this box removable, I've got a flashlight that I can use, and could even put a cigarette lighter plug adapter on here and have a power point that I can use for whatever I need. But anyway, yeah, it's it's just something that I've been tinkering around with today. It's getting ready to start pouring the rain anyway. Yeah, it's getting ready to start pouring the rain anyhow. So yeah, this plug right here, you may notice, is kind of hanging out. Now what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to trim right here and stick this plug in, and I'll probably take like hot glue or maybe even some epoxy and glue it in there. So that way it will be completely waterproof, pretty much. I mean, these switches are not really waterproof. They're facing the back of the car and they have this little lip over them. Yeah, it's not ideal, but I think it will work. I've had these switches outside before and I've never actually had a problem with them as long as they're mounted like this. If you have them mounted like to where they're facing up, then the water will get down in them. But as long as you have them sideways, these little switches, they seem to do okay outside. They're not recommended for outside, but I use them outside. But anyway, that's what I've been tinkering on today. I figured I'd give a little update. I know I hadn't made a video for a little while. Basically because it was cold outside, snowy, and I'm kind of a wimp. I don't want to go out in the cold. So I guess that's it. Anyway, I guess that's going to be about it for this video. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.